Whispers in apartment 6C. When Sarah Evans moved into apartment 6C, the landlord gave her a strange look. "It's been empty a while," he said. "People don't stay long." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "Why not?" He shrugged. "They say it's haunted, but you know how people are." She chuckled politely, but something about the way he avoided eye contact stayed with her. The apartment was old but charming. Hardwood floors, vintage kitchen tiles, creaky cabinets, and that smell, dust and old wood, the kind that seeps into your clothes. She unpacked her boxes by sunset and made tea. That night, Sarah heard something strange. A whisper. Not from outside, not from the hallway. Inside her apartment. At first, she thought it was the wind, but her windows were shut tight. The whisper came again, closer this time from the kitchen. She froze. It was a voice, faint but clear. "Don't look behind you." Sarah spun around instinctively. Nothing, just the dim light of her living room lamp. She didn't sleep well that night. Something about the whisper clung to her, like cobwebs in her ears. The next morning, her tea mug was shattered on the kitchen floor. She hadn't touched it. A few days later, she met Mrs. Delaney, the old woman who lived in 6B. "Be careful in there," she said, peering at Sarah through a crack in the door. "In where?" Sarah asked. 6C. That apartment doesn't like people." Sarah laughed nervously. "Apartments don't have feelings." Mrs. Delaney's eyes went cold. "That one does." Sarah didn't ask any more questions. A week later, Sarah found a small door in the back of her bedroom closet. It hadn't been there before. It was barely 3 feet tall, with an old iron latch. No knob, no hinges. She pried it open with a screwdriver. Inside was a pitch-black crawl space. She couldn't see the back. It smelled like something dead had once lived there. She reached in with her phone to take a picture. When she checked the photo, it wasn't empty. A pale face stared back at her, eyes black, mouth open. Behind her. After that night, the whispering came every night, louder, clearer, and there were 2 voices now. One male, one female. They would argue, whispering in rapid, angry tones she couldn't fully understand, except for a few words. "She's here. Not ready yet. She can hear us." Sarah covered her ears, slept with the lights on, burned sage. Nothing worked. She left a recorder running one night. In the morning, the audio was empty, except for 5 words whispered clearly at the end. "You shouldn't have listened." Sarah decided to investigate the building. At the library, she found a newspaper clipping from 1974. "Man kills wife, then himself, in apartment 6C, bodies found in sealed closet." She stared at the photo. The man's face looked familiar. It was the face in her phone picture. Shaking, she returned home. The small door in the closet was gone, like it had never existed. But something else had appeared. A handprint on her bathroom mirror. From the inside. That night, Sarah heard a knock at her door. Not the front door. The closet door. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. Then, a voice, clear, deep, and angry. "Let us in." She screamed, called the police. When they arrived, there was no small door, no handprint, nothing. They looked at her with sympathy, the kind reserved for someone losing their mind. They left. But the whispering didn't. Sarah stopped leaving the apartment. Her eyes became sunken. She forgot to eat. She stared at corners like something was there. Sometimes, her neighbors would hear her speaking in voices not her own, male voices, low, guttural. She wrote in a journal obsessively, page after page of the same phrase. "They're inside me now." On the final page, she wrote, "I don't remember being Sarah anymore." No one has seen Sarah since last month. The landlord says she left without notice, just vanished one night. The apartment is empty again. Mrs. Delaney still lives across the hall. She watches the door of 6C every day. And every night at exactly 3:17 a.m., she hears whispering through her walls. A man and a woman, whispering, arguing, laughing, waiting. For someone new to move in.